Yeah, I got the stream going on now. Looks like they're starting without us.
Okay.
There's a bug, by the way, that the first band won't actually show
Hesitation
up.
is death.
I don't know why that is.
Ends now.
My client wasn't having that. It's weird.
Well, I'm on the legacy client, so that might be a thing.
The taste
I'm on
of
the new client.
Um, I'm sorry, new client, not legacy client. So I guess I'm gonna have to report that after the match.
Do not.
grounded.
I'm hearing the stream loud and clear. That's good.
A big thing was I'm used to push to talk, so I had set to push to talk, but I should have it on push to mute.
Okay. That makes sense. Alright, well, with the game going, actually, could you, like, center the window on the stream?
Sure.
Like, I think you could just, like, right-click on it and, like, tell it to center.
I can't. Like, I just moved to the center of the screen, but I'll try and mess with the properties, see if I can force scaling.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'll give the quick intro. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the third feature match of the arc. Not just of the day, of the arc. This is the first set of feature matches for the arc, because the arc just started this week. And, yeah, we're seeing Demacia versus Ionia this week. Next week, each faction will face the Shao Owls. This week, they're facing each other over some world system buffs. And yeah, Demacia has had a very strong performance today. Won the first two games. So Ionia's trying to get something back before the day's end. But remember, we're playing 2 days, and it's the same two factions both days. So Ionia can still pull out a victory. And I need to up my volume. I don't. I'm just on Discord. I don't think I can really adjust my mic. Because Cupcake's
Yeah.
I need to turn my mic up.
Alright. Well,
you,
and
like-
I can change it, yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't. You're at user volume 200%.
You already maxed out my volume.
I actually do that for everyone.
Alright, let me try something, but it might lead to echo, so give me a second.
Alright, it should be... By the way, can you check the stream to see if it's full screening the Elite client now? I'm just waiting on Mike to finish up with whatever he's doing.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. There might be a little bit of echo with this setup, but it should be louder.
Yes, it is notably louder.
Alright. So I kind of got like two mics. I got like a standalone mic and a mic with my headset, and the mic on my headset, for whatever reason, picks up the headphones.
Alright.
And so like it echoes sometimes, but it's a lot louder than the standalone.
Alright, can you check the stream to see if it's properly stretched out?
No, it's like it's in the top left corner.
weird because I have it like set up so it should technically be capturing only that corner and not the sides.
Let me. So like what I would do is I would just right click on the source that is your lead client, and then it should there should be an option like center and fit. So like it would center it and have it fit to the whole screen. So my Cupcake saying my other mic was better quality but quieter.
Alright, so transform.
So, Cupcake saying
No, I think that's actually worse.
What is?
The transform. Hold on.
Not transform, just like right click on the source and then
Yeah,
I'm
I'm in transform. There's fit to screen, stretch the screen, center screen.
The other thing you could do is like edit scene and then kind of just like manually drag it to the center or stretch it out.
All right.
And yes, guys, we're sorry you have to listen to our technical difficulties, but you are. I'll cover like while Kuro handles that, I'll try to distract you with some match commentary, particularly champion select commentary. Okay, so we're looking at Leona, Lux, Jarvan, Poppy, and Lucian playing against Mastery, Varus, Soraka, Kali, and Shen. Alright, so the Lucian Leona bot lane was pretty. It was like back and forth a bit between the Jhin and Karma bot lane they faced in game 1. And like initially Jhin and Karma were doing really well because Demacia kept focusing Karma and Jhin was free to put out his damage. But now they're going up against Varus Soraka. That's a bit different. If they go into like just trading and poking, obviously Varus and Soraka are going to win that. Varus has the better poke, and Soraka just gives them a ton of sustain. But if they can like force a fight that just sticks and it's not a trade, they could win. Because Soraka early on, she can't get her heals out that often, and especially if they can start focusing Soraka herself, it's like she's not going to be able to survive that. So I'm feeling like Demacia's looking pretty good in the bottom lane, but it's very possible for Ionia to win the bot lane. They just have to make sure they keep Soraka in the back, and Varus like just needs to pay attention to where Leona is so he doesn't get CC'd forever. And then see in the mid lane, Lux versus Akali. So Lux has some pretty good ways to handle Akali, especially before level 6. After 6, even then, Akali can jump on her. Lux can put the binding on her and walk away. Although Akali can use her shroud quickly, she can dodge that binding pretty easily. Overall, I think the rank advantage though on Lux is going to give her mid lane. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I think Lux is going to come out ahead mid lane because of that rank advantage. Jungle, we had J4, and then was it Master Yi? Because like we're going to the loading screen, so I'm losing vision of the champions. But I think it was Master Yi for the other jungle. So Jarvan versus Master Yi. Obviously, Yi can go hyper carry, but I think Jarvan's bringing more CC. He's bringing tankiness,
and he has the ultimate.
Yeah, the ultimate that works great with Demacia's style. Just dogpiling on stuff. He's forcing people to stay in the dog pile.
The only problem is that they don't really have the comp to fully abuse that. Poppy isn't as good as, say, Galio or Garen, even.
Leona, I mean, is Poppy's not support, she's top. Never mind, I saying Leona. So, yeah, top, yeah. There's some better options. She can kind of, work with it. She can use her, I forget what it's called, but no one can dash in or out around her, so that is another way to try to keep people stuck together. But not quite as good as some of the others, but definitely when we're comparing the jungles, I do think Jarvan's the better pick. Even though Master Yi can just go crazy, Jarvan is bringing front line and initiation, tankiness, CC, and Yi's just bringing a lot of damage. I think he's like helping balance the team more. And he's got, kind of better ganks because he can like lock them down for a little bit while he just tries to add damage. And then top lane, Poppy versus Shen. What do you think about that matchup?
Well, I think personally it's time for skin intimidation.
Oh yeah,
you definitely forgot about that. Demacia
I
definitely wins this one though.
All right, why don't you go over the skins?
There's Star Guardian Lux and Star Guardian Poppy, which are pretty good skins, although Elementalist Lux came out recently. There's Project Lucian with the First Strike border too, versus Assassin Yi, which is pretty meh, and then Darkstar Varus.
Darkstar Varus is pretty good. I do think picking Star Guardian Lux over Elementalist is better, just so you can get the combo with the Poppy. You got the teamwork synergy.
Fair.
Yeah. Alright, so now that we got that out of our system, let's go over the top matchup before it's too late.
Sorry about that.
So what do you think about the top lane matchup?
I think that Shen will be able to do some pretty decent damage, although Poppy does have her Q.
Girl? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Alright, so I think that Poppy will be able to do some pretty decent damage to Shen, considering that she has her Q. It depends on if Shen dashes before or after the Q, because if he dashes after, then he can potentially like dodge it, or at least the second half. But Poppy won't be able to really do much to Shen if Shen dashes and then presses Q, because like if Poppy gets her Q off, then she technically does more damage, but if Shen gets his Q off, then he will definitely do more damage.
Yeah, because he can block Poppy's damage with his W, and then he has, he gets 3 auto attacks of empowered damage from his Q.
It also depends on the buckler, too. I forget about that.
Yeah. So, there we go. The ranks are, I think, a bit in favor of Ionia, right? Because they got 3 high tiers? Yeah. I mean, the ranks are still within what they're supposed to be for the schedule, but it's like, because of the lack of chat room, like we haven't been able to balance everything because we aren't able to see everyone who's on the line at once. But yeah, Ionia has a bit of an advantage in terms of rank.
And Scene is definitely actually really good with their champions. They're doing really well with Shyvana last game, and they're doing pretty well to poke Akali, but Akali is actually pretty weak pre-6.
Yeah, Akali's, she's just trying to survive until 6 happens. Lux needs to try to get an advantage before that. That's going to be her best way of pulling ahead. I mean, Sean's been in all 3 games, and yeah, he's been really good, so watch out for a lot of big things coming from Lux this game.
And Lux may get first blood.
Not quite. And then here comes Jarvan with early gank. Level 2 gank. You don't see that very often.
But it is a Jarvan who's really good at that, actually.
Yeah, Jarvan really doesn't need his shield to gank. He just needs the flag and drag combo.
Yeah.
So he just went with it.
I really need to play Varus after this. I have the Darkstar skin.
I don't have any Varus skins, but I do like Varus. He's one of my favorite ADCs at the moment. Akali putting down the cloak, just trying to survive while farming on the tower.
There's another gank from Rex Trev.
Nicely done with the taunt. Like, as soon as he saw Jarvan, he just taunted straight towards him. Like, dashed towards him, taunted, so Jarvan really couldn't make use of the flag and drag combo. Exhaust coming out from Leona. That's a cool Sam burnt. And yeah, Shen tried to dash, but got hit by the Poppy barrier thing. Flash, auto attack. There goes the first blood.
Yep.
So let's take a look. Bot lane is pretty close in the CS, but Lucian and Leona have recalled, so this is giving Varus a chance to pull ahead. Top lane, Poppy is dominating the CS, not to mention has an assist. That's, yeah, the early ganks really paying off there. Yi realizing that, since Jarvan spent so much time top, he could steal the red buff, so he's trying to get some counter jungling and make their Jarvan have to pay a little bit for all that early pressure he put top lane. And mid lane, big CS difference. 10 CS for Lux already. Mid lane, yeah, or bottom lane, Varus has pulled ahead by quite a bit because of that early back from Lucian.
A little bit of damage from the Shen, nothing too big. There's the attacks from Green Orc. Lux will pull ahead, but not too bad considering.
Poppy and Shen fighting. Poppy comes out ahead, forced to back off once the dodge field came out. And yes, the trading in bot lane, they're really trying to focus Sirach, which is a good thing. You focus the Varus, and Sirach is just going to heal him up all day. So they're trying.
Actually, they were trying to focus the Varus earlier. I noticed that he was actually pretty low health, but Sirach was full health. And here's that was a mistake by Green Orc, trying to fight.
Yeah.
Should have stayed in the invisible field for a bit longer, see if Jarvan would miss his Q. Ooh.
And there's Jarvan and Yi. Jarvan's 2 levels down. He has not been farming jungle, and so Yi's gotten a lot more experience in gold, or not necessarily gold, but definitely.
And that's going to be the kill on Soraka, surprisingly. And Duck has a lot of health, but Yi's coming. He's not level 6 yet, though, so he doesn't have that, gotta go fast. He doesn't have that Super Sonic.
Yeah. Can't go Super Scion.
Sonic. That's what I said, Sonic.
I thought you were trying to go Scion, like in, or Cyan, is it pronounced?
Scion.
Dragon Ball.
Oh, there's going to be the auto, and it's not going to kill Lucian. That dash was just perfectly timed.
Yeah, that was very, very close for Lucian. Very scary.
Yeah.
And Lux with the ult. Yeah.
And that's that's definitely dead.
I am feeling pretty bad for this Akali. It just looked just completely like.
And that was a tower dive, but it wouldn't work out because Shen just had enough health.
I'm feeling bad for this Akali because that he's just like, what can I do? I don't know what I can do to turn this around. It's like, it's just the rank advantage is pretty high in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite Ionia having the rank advantage globally, Demacia is pulling ahead in the early game.
Yeah, because their champions are better.
Ionia has plenty of good champions.
Yeah, but the thing is, their champions need that level 6 power spike more than Demacia does.
Yeah, Ionia has a lot of champions that like to scale a bit.
Yeah, and that's their problem. Against a Leona, you want that level 3 power because Leona has that level 3 power, but Soraka and Karma are much more defensive, and that's going to probably be a dead Akali.
Here comes the Yi gank mid lane. Akali's so low, she doesn't even want to try to help.
Yeah. That'd be a bad idea anyway. Lux trying to juke. Oh! Oh, that was a terrible idea. She manages.
She guessed. She guessed that Akali was in that bush. Probably educated because she knew Akali left the lane, was trying to time it out. But
if that Varus had ulted just when Leona dove him, then maybe he might have gotten that kill. But at the same time, he might have died. So kind of mixed bag. But he does manage to get that kill on Lucian.
So the kills have evened out, and Ionia slightly ahead in gold, not by much. It's only about 200 difference, so it's not really a lead. But yeah, so that initial advantage Demacia had is going away. Ionia looking like they're starting to, if the trend continues, they ought to pull ahead in the early game. Alright, so let's take a look at the CS. I got a question. Have you figured out how to make it so like this little score screen stays up on spectator?
You just press the thing. But the thing is, if you hold tab, like if you press tab, it goes away. But if you hold tab, it stays up.
Yeah, you have to hold it. It's like their way to keep it up without holding tab.
Well, you can just enable it through the interface. You have to press the crossed out eyeball, and that's going to be a dead Shen.
Wow, this
The
is
pressed out
Poppy.
eyeball, and then just enable scoreboard. Everything else is enabled but scoreboard.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was... Yes. And I feel bad, we kind of ignored Poppy's amazing display there while talking and stuff. Yeah, really well played by Poppy. Just knowing how to like position every step and just handle that fight beautifully. So Kali finally hit 6. She's finally got that power spike she wants, but Lux is already level 8. This is not looking good for her. I think her best bet is to try and rotate bot, because top lane is also a level ahead of her, but bot lane is still 6. So that's what she needs to do. She needs to try to help bot lane out and try to get back in the game by getting some kills.
Here's Ultimate versus Ghost, and actually
like
that's pretty fast, but that is not a good dive, honestly.
Yeah, Shen diving, Lux ulting, not quite
misses the Yi, but Jarvan didn't need the help anyway.
Yeah, Jarvan had it handled. Almost got the Akali just from the ult, but Akali was a little bit healthier than that. Oh, they're looking to dive. They go for the...
Oh, miss everything! Akali does manage to get the kill on Lux.
Nicely done, Akali.
That was... Those were amazing jukes. Those were amazing jukes.
That has to feel good after just suffering from Lux all day. Finally, just like...
Not just, like, beat Lux, but literally juke everything.
Yeah. So the Lucian ult not able to stay on Varus. They take out the Soraka. Soraka did a good job keeping Varus alive, sacrificing herself to do it. Yep. Very selfless.
Here's the fight between Rex Trev and Dark Omega. Dark Omega might be able to pull out in the long run, but might not be a good idea to keep staying because the bot lane is still alive. Oh wait, Rex Trev is actually doing pretty well. Like, Shen is doing better, though.
Slightly ahead because of that Sunfire.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty even, but that Sunfire's pulling him just slightly ahead.
Yeah.
And Akali tried to hop over the wall with her Shroud, but she, like, tried to hop over the wrong part of the wall. She went for, like, the really thick part.
Yeah.
She just couldn't. She needs to go for the thin part, and yeah, Jarvan might be able to see that run, but that's the only way to do anything. Trying to save the tower and
not
take
sure
out
why... She jumped, like, over there, though. Like, she should have Q'd, ult, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So, Demacia pulling ahead yet again. They got about 3k lead now. 3 kills and a tower. So, yeah, Demacia pulling ahead. Demacia is... You know,
I'm glad to see that I'm not lagging on the stream.
That is good. Very, very good. So let's see. CS difference, we got Poppy up by about 40 CS. Basically double Shen. That is pretty dominant. Shen did spend a lot of time bot fighting Jarvan, we saw, so that's got to be part of it. But also that early pressure from Jarvan and Poppy's just ability to kind of put out more damage than him is really helping her. Charging
not able to get it before the final auto attack to kill. Yeah, and that is definitely going to help Shen.
She like was trying to go for a max charge when she just needed to get it off a lot quicker than that.
She just needed the instant ultimate. She didn't really need the time or distance.
I think like a half charge would have been ideal because...
Ideal, yes, but not like quite mandatory.
Yeah, it's like
and here's endgame dying. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a kill. No, it's not. There is going to be the kill on Shen, and they turn it around, and that's going to be 2 kills for nothing.
3 kills now.
3 kills.
Yeah. Now they're looking for the tower. They're not going for the dragon, probably because it's just a Windrake.
Yeah, it's a Cloud Drake. It's not really important.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
if you can get it, it's nice, but you don't, like, lose a tower over it.
yeah. So this is that was just an example of good teamwork and rotation by Demacia. Like
Yeah.
Demacia got caught out, but they were just like, all right, let's group up as a team and rotate over to help them. Jarvan taking tower damage because he flagged and dragged under the tower.
Yeah, that was a bad play.
Had no choice. It's like he needed to use flag and drag to escape. He already put his flag down next to the tower to give him the attack speed bonus.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was too late for him.
I think Lucian should work on Essence Reaver. He's OOM a lot. Oh, wait, he already is working on Essence Reaver. Good.
Yeah, because he's got the Warhammer.
And he's got the BF Sword. Lux missing both of her abilities, except for... Yeah, missing both of the abilities. Light Fixer is going to die for that, but...
Oh!
No, Light Fixer still going to die. 2 for her tower.
Only with the dukes. Can't she do
Yeah,
them again?
can she... No! No!
Oh! That's just like, come on. I had all that fancy moves, and then luck just comes out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
Nope, you're not getting away today.
Yeah, that feels bad, man.
And now they're grabbing the Rift Herald. That's really... Honestly, Jarvan or Poppy would be very good on that. Probably Poppy, because she's more likely to be alone.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
Poppy.
so that's been... People really undervalue Rift Herald. I feel like people need to go for it more often.
They do, but the thing is, like, people still think it's like old Rift Herald where it really murders you if you're not going like 5 people on it.
It's not that strong anymore. You can definitely...
Yeah, you can definitely 2-man it now. But there was definitely a point where you need like 3 people, and even then you'd still probably be really hurting. You need to back right away. Like, that was a problem.
What I would like to do with the old Rift Herald was... Oh, wait, we might have some action. Let's see.
No, we're not going to have action.
Yeah. So what I would like to do with the old Rift Herald was I would go new top with Smite, and then me and the jungler could do it because I could just keep using my consume as new on it, and we had 2 Smites, and it would go down really quickly. But, yeah,
and there's the ultimate. It's
oh boy,
Akali actually ran into that, but that was a nice dash by Yi, managing to get the Poppy before he goes down, and Shen. I think Shen's gonna survive. Great collapse though.
Demacia had like 4 people there and Lux nearby at the fight starting. So they had almost their entire team there for the whole fight. And yeah, they were able to just steamroll that fight as a result.
And they managed to get Varus.
Varus was trying to use his range to just poke them from a safe distance.
But Jarvan's flag and drag was too long.
Yeah, Jarvan has flag and drag plus ult to close that gap and get on him. It's
maybe not the best idea to ult the tank. I mean, it's a short cooldown. It's a short cooldown, but might have been a waste.
Yeah. It's like, she's recalling. Probably by the time she meets another enemy champion again, her ult will be up.
Yeah, they really need to nerf the cooldown on that.
Yeah, that's like... Because her ult does a lot of damage. I don't think that, the damage is OP. Like, I'm okay with it being a high damage ult. Like, but with that cooldown and that range...
Yeah, something's got to give.
And I feel like they shouldn't give up on the
He's
range
definitely going to get that tower, and he's going after the Lux. I don't think he's going to get her, though. Nope.
Yeah. Desperately trying to get something. He might be able to escape with his ult, and Ghost, because he burnt both. He could have escaped if he wanted to, but he was just like, I'm going to try and just do as much damage as possible. End up not really able to do anything.
Yeah. He didn't actually kill Lux.
So Yi gain a lot of attack speed between Blade the Ruin King and Blood Razor. And Lux
Yeah.
ult only can hit the Varus, but puts a lot of damage onto him. Ionia going in, they take out the Soraka almost instantly. She is very squishy. Akali desperately trying to get on the
Probably,
Lux.
yep. But not going to be able to because of the blast.
Yeah.
So we should talk about items while nothing's happening again.
Yeah. Why don't you start off that?
Wait. Never mind. I thought Yi might have gone on the Jarvan. I'm thinking that Jarvan is going pretty much full tank at this point. Not really much stopping him right the moment. There's the dive onto the Yi, and they're just too tanky. They don't give a crap about that turret. Almost got the binding. Almost. And now they're going to go onto this tower dive. They're going to kill the Varus. That shield, just not worth it. And then they're going to kill the tower. And they're probably going to get the inhib. And I imagine they might actually end after this. They might.
Like, Shen is pushing, so they won't have to worry about him. I mean, Shen's got a decent idea, but it's not going to be worth if they can end the game. Because Shen's got the, like, an idea going, like, okay, I'm not going to be able to really stop them from doing whatever they want. They're so fed. Try to take a tower, but he's forced to back off because Demacia, they could definitely just end the game here.
Yeah.
Unless it's like he has to recall, they have to get their whole team there. That's like having the whole team there is what forced Demacia to back. Plus, clean up the minion wave.
I need to be right back.
Okay, I will try solo cast. Pressure's on. Okay, so looks like Lux being caught out here. They desperately need that gold. They're going to have to run, though, as Demacia finished off the dragon. They're going for the fight. Going to quickly be able to just destroy Akali. She didn't get a chance to do anything. Yi's there, but he's just going to run. He realized that fight is over. And now they're able to kind of bait Poppy away from the rest of her team. And that's going to let him finish her off. Shen's there holding everyone off, but he can't stay there forever. He will go down. Soraka trying to help him out is now in a lot of trouble. Gonna have to flash. Should get away. So they traded 2 for 2. You gotta call that a win for Ionia. Even though it's an even trade, it's just like Ionia, if they go even when they're this far behind, that's a win. And Varus flashing out of the Cataclysm, picks off the kill, running for his life, being chased by a super minion and Jarvan. Flag and drag, gonna help him catch up. He doesn't have anything to peel. The tower does scare Jarvan off. Akali coming in, wants to finish him off. Varus Q plus a couple auto attacks from Akali, and they pick up the kill. Good stuff for Ionia. We got Zalk in here. Hey, Zalk.
What's up, guys? It's your boy TLDR and Duck coming right back at you with another stream. Oh wait, that's not me. That's.
I was like, what is Zalk doing?
Well, what I am doing is blatantly stealing Duck's intro because why not? But what Fixer's doing is madness, but it seems to be working out for him anyway.
Yeah. And we got Ionia outnumbered trying to fight this thing. Tried to get locked, but she survives with no health and is still putting out damage. And so close to Ionia getting something there, but ultimately they're forced to back off, and Demacia is going to continue to just wreck their base.
I must say, the fact that Dark essentially just ran in, 1v3'd for a while, and then walked out is,
Yeah, Demacia is just really fed at the moment. They will take out Leona. Demacia just doesn't have the numbers to stay there. Oh, Lux getting Soraka.
I don't really know where Nam is right now, but he's on the way. He'll be there in a bit, and Rex is awful tanky, so he'll be able to last quite a while. The question is Nam going to get there in time?
So he's trying to put damage out of his ult. It looks like he's just going to be enough to help Poppy get away. Good fight for Ionia. Yeah. Demacia kind of overstaying their welcome, and Ionia It was really hard fought by Ionia to be able to get that fight to work.
I mean, even though it was like essentially a 3v5 at the beginning there, and then it turned into kind of a like Demacia kind of started walking in one by one. They made Ionia work for it there. So
Yeah, that's just showing that Demacia is really fed, really far ahead. Got the gold and item advantage going on.
that tends to happen when you're up 6K, but.
Yeah.
Ionia's, they've got like an ability to still take this back, given the fact that it's still only 25 minutes. If they can stall and they have the ability to kind of not stay too far behind, they can still claw their way back.
Ionia always seems to have a good late game, just with like how their champion lineup is.
They must. You see what they're doing, Mike, is that they're Ionian, so they've seen that they are behind now, and they're just like, well, they'll just use their natural ability to restore the balance to make it so they're ahead in the late game.
Exactly.
It's all a master strat. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Even these 2 deaths right here, it's all part of the plan.
Yeah, they lose 2 deaths now, so they can get 2 kills later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's genius if you think about it.
Yes.
It's all about restoring the balance, Mike.
It's a 3v5 defense of their base. 20 seconds before Yi comes up, and Varus is a couple seconds behind him. Luckily, Jarvan's pretty low, so he's not going to be probably as capable as diving on them. But he's still got to worry about the Ionia and Poppy diving, plus the Lux poke basically almost one-shotting Soraka there.
Poor Magus. That was some chunks. You got some chunks blown off of him there.
Yeah, they're really... Okay, so Lucian is not there. He's pushing bot. Ionia needs to make a choice. Do they try defend bot and mid, or do they just have everyone rush mid and try to outnumber the fight? It looks like they're all rushing bot, though.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, absolutely brutal. Lux putting out tons of damage. Here comes the Lucian ult. This is going to be game. They're just wiping the floor with Ionia.
Well, rip balance.
Yeah. So, yeah, Shen took almost no damage, and his team all died. That's the balance in the fight. It's like everyone but Shen took damage, and Shen took no damage. So
it evens out in the end of the day, at the end of the day, and then he dies. I'm not even going to try to justify that in terms of balance, because I'm running out of ideas very, very quickly, but I think we'll go ahead and call this one.
I'm not as in tune with the balance to understand these next level balance strats.
Yeah. It takes some serious knowledge to be able to comprehend the gameplay here.
And there we go. Demacia going 3-0 for the day. Very solid performance. Very, very solid performance from Demacia. So, yeah, I mean, Ionia initially was, initially Demacia had the lead, but then Ionia, took it away from them, was looking like they were starting to take control of the early game, but then I don't know exactly what happened, but Demacia was just able to decide, no, we're not going to let you win the early game. Took control of the early game, and yeah, they didn't lose control of it after that.
Well, I have heard many, including myself, liken Demacia to...
Sorry it took me so long.
If you will.
Yeah.
Sorry it took me so long to get back.
I think that speaks volumes.
Demacia...
Sorry it took me so long to get back.
Yeah, you missed the game.
Yeah.
At least.
My dad wanted me to ask if my grandmother wanted anything to eat while she was out.
Being the good grandson, that's very noble. Very Demacian of you.
How dare you! I hate Demacia!
Mike, I know you like Galio, but look at who you're talking to.
Honestly, if it weren't for
You can say gentlemen. I'm not opposed to gentlemen, but Demacian, we have some problems.
If it weren't for Galio, I wouldn't like Demacia, but Galio is enough to force me to have to like him.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Fine, you traitor to the Spook Squad.
Well, half the Spook Squad, I think, is on Demacia.
Yeah, the other half is with Ionia,
Squad
where they
has
should be.
great
Because
squad.
Demacia wants to smite all the spooks.
I know. Yeah, so,
Alright.
what were we saying? Oh, yeah, we were talking about, you were saying Demacia is like a bulldozer.
Pretty much. Demacia has pretty strong early game, and then they just try to snowball that game. They have pretty good, like, mid and late, too. Ionia has better late, but they need to, like, survive the early game, but they don't really have the champion pool to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least not effectively.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that seems pretty fair to say. Ionia needs to figure out how to get to that late game. I mean, you know, it's, on one hand, having the stronger late game is a good thing because it's like, okay, if you can just, like, not feed and fall behind in the early game, you kind of have the game wrapped up in a bag. But it's actually very hard to do that. So it's, you know, I'm thinking
Simple solution.
Ionia, like,
Simple solution. Stall some stuff.
yeah,
Yep.
stall. I mean, I know me and Kuro were talking earlier about how, you know, there's gonna be some buffs to Ionia coming soon.
And some nerfs to Demacia.
And some nerfs. Yeah, they're nerfing Dane, which should be pretty big. And how strong she is at the moment. And yeah, I think some other stuff is, you know, just Ionia should practice, like, trying to do, like, some rotation plays. Because I didn't really see Ionia in any of the games, like, out-rotate Demacia. Because, like, if you're behind, but you can out-rotate them, you can, you know, really stall a game out. Because they're going to be, like, you know, if Demacia was, like, grouped up mid, but they're, like, the minion wave wasn't letting them get to a tower, and Ionia could just, like, run, like, top and, like, grab a tower, you know, that's, like, a way of stall. It's, like, Demacia's this spot, you take a tower this spot before they can react to it. It's, like, that, I think that would be Ionia's best way.
Yeah, Shen is literally designed around split pushing. So if he can get, like, that early game snowball, then he can definitely win.
That, and also, I think we might have seen it once today, but I'm not confident we even saw it once. It might have happened none. But it is a pretty cool combo to see the Shen Akali combo on Ionia, because Akali can put down her stealth, and then Shen can ult on while she's invisible, and then you just suddenly Shen come out of nowhere and you weren't expecting him.
Yeah. That's a pretty potent combo.
Yeah. I do think Shen...
Idea. Kennen with teleport with that combo, and then you get some wombo.
But the thing is, like, Tin and teleport is pretty telegraphed.
Yes, but shut up. It's a great idea.
I mean,
The Kinko trio. And then, like, Zed with a shadow in the Fog of War. But the thing is, like, that combo doesn't work because there's so much squishy.
Genius. I don't know what
Kennen is a very, a big, I think, he's good for Ionia and, like, trying to create a deterrent for Demacia wanting to engage. Like, because, you know, Demacia's not going to want to engage to the team fight while Kennen's got his ult up.
Yeah.
They don't want to get stuck by that. That's what I think Kennen's role for Ionia. But I think
Deterrence.
Yeah. I think another big thing Ionia should think about is all 3 games, Ionia has only had 1 tank, and Demacia's had 3.
Yeah.
It's like...
The thing is, like, Ionia doesn't really have many tank options, like, true tank options. There's Udyr, there's Shen, and then there's, like, maybe Kennen if you go, like, CDR or something.
Like, they need to try and grab, like, 2 tanks. They can field 2
They can't
tanks with their roster.
really... Like, who do you consider a tank among the roster?
So, obviously, I say Shen is, like, the best tank.
Of course.
And then they could grab Lee Sin or Udyr.
They have both of them by default.
Kind of a tank. What?
They have both of them by default. And then they have Aurelia. Like, their options are Jack, Their options are. Can I please finish? Their options are Jax. They have Udyr and Wukong are both automatic. They have Jax, Yasuo, and Zed. Those are their options.
Mike didn't mean pickups. He meant just like using.
Oh, all right.
From their roster, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, so I'm thinking, you know, they have some like a couple bruisers and a couple tanks. I think they just need to grab 2 tanks every game because the front line of Demacia has been huge, and they don't have really any front line. One tank does not make a front line usually.
Yeah.
So
The thing is that they don't have any supports that can go tank. That would definitely help against the Leona. Except for maybe like Shen support, but like that's kind of a mixed bag because not many people have played it.
yeah, they tried that in game 2, I believe. It did not
Worked out well.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like with Ionia's comp, I feel like if you have a Soraka with good positioning, and well, also if you have your squishies have good positioning, like your Soraka or your Varus are able to stay back, you can actually do pretty well with counter engage, which goes well against Demacia's all-in comp, because the Soraka can keep things healed as long as she sits far enough in the back. You know, Varus has his ult. You could run Ken in to try and get a mass stun flank off. So having Shen as your only frontline isn't necessarily like a death sentence or anything, as long as your squishies are able to kite back properly and open up opportunities for a counter engage when Demacia is forced to engage on the front line, which would be Shen. And because he has Disco Ball, he can actually last for a deceptively long amount of time against Demacia, which would allow for a very long window to counter engage.
Yeah.
So I think Ionia actually has the tools. It's just a matter of executing them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then let's say a couple things about Demacia. They did win the day after all. So yeah, Demacia, you played great. I think that about sums it up.
Pretty much. They did pretty much everything they need to do, so not really much to say, oh, you need to do this better, because they did pretty much everything they needed to.
I was expecting to have to give a rant about no one playing Galio today, but I took care of that, so I don't have to do that rant.
Hey, if you need something done, just do it yourself, yeah?
Pretty much.
Exactly. Actually, I had a lot of fun playing Galio. And then I had a lot of fun watching Demacia win, because I'm a Demacia player, but I do feel for Ionia. It was, you know, I hope you guys don't get shut out for the entire weekend. You got tomorrow.
They will. They will.
Something, the balance will be restored and all that.
I mean,
yeah, as soon as the nerfs hit. As soon as the nerfs hit.
If Ionia can go 3-0 tomorrow, I mean, it's unlikely that they'll go 3-0.
They went 0-4 last night, too, so they're probably going to lose tomorrow. Just my projections.
Oh, like, initially, Ionia not doing great, but hey, you know, balance. They lose the beginning of the arc, they can win the end. It's like, it's still very early on. Ionia. What was that?
It almost sounded like you kind of died for a second.
You were like, "Bah!"
Yeah.
Alright, well, apparently Subtlety is dead. But basically, that's exactly what happened in Nyroth.
Oh, yeah. That I only sat in like 3rd place all arc, and then last second, boom.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not really last second, though. I'm pretty sure it was the tournament and then the few matches after when they got both Wukong and Sona in the same week.
Yeah. So, you know, anything can and probably will happen. So we'll see a lot of stuff going on this arc, I'm pretty sure. Demacia, keep doing what you're doing. Ionia, we gave you a lot of hits, and, you know, let's see if they work or not.
Yeah.
I think with that, though, we can wrap up the stream for today. We will be back tomorrow. First game starts at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's
3 Eastern Time.
3:30.
Yeah, 3:30.
Yeah. So yeah, Eastern time is 3:30, and then, you know, Mountain and Central are in between. If you're outside of that, I don't know the conversions So
Good
I
luck.
only know that. Yeah, you can Google it. Just look like 12:30 Pacific time on Google and like convert it to whatever time zone you're in.
Google solves all problems.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does. All right.
exactly.
Well, good night, everyone. We will see you tomorrow. Have a
Yeah,
wonderful evening, and good luck on the fields of justice.
always.